Hi viewers, we are going to discuss about bacteria. What is bacteria? The bacteria is one of the very first organism to evolve on earth. Was probably a unicellular organism similar to modern bacteria. Ever since then the life has evolved into a multiple of life forms over many millennia. However, we can still trace our uh, ancestry back to this single cell organism. What we are going to discuss about in this topic, one is the definition of bacteria, structure of bacteria, classification of bacteria, and reproduction of bacteria, useful bacteria and harmful bacteria, and we are going to discuss about today. Bacteria are considered as one of the oldest forms of life on earth. Even though most bacteria make us ill, they have a long-term mutual relationship with human and are very much important for our survival. But before we elaborate on its uses, let us know the structure of bacteria, its classification, and the bacteria diagram in detail. Bacteria, what is bacteria? The definition of bacteria is bacteria are unicellular organisms belonging to the prokaryotic group where the organisms lack a few organelles and a true nucleus. The bacteria diagram given below represents the structure of bacteria with its different parts. The cell wall, plasmid, cytoplasm, and flagella are clearly marked in the diagram. The structure of bacteria. You see the diagram. The structure of bacteria is known for it's a simple body design. Bacteria are single-celled microorganisms with the absence of the nucleus and other cell organelles. Hence, they are classified as prokaryotic organisms. They are also very versatile organisms surviving in extremely inhospitable conditions. You see the diagram representing the structure of bacteria, and such organisms are called extremorphils. Extremorphils are further categorized into various types based on the types of environment they inhabit, and thermophiles and acidophiles, alkalophiles and osmophiles, barophiles and crypophiles. These are the as per environment base types of bacteria. And another fascinating feature of bacteria is their productive cell wall, which is made up of a special protein called peptoglycan. This particular protein is not found anywhere else in nature except in the cell walls of bacteria. But few of them are divide of this cell wall, and others have a third protection layer called capsule. On the outer layer, one more flagella or pili present. That is one more flagella or pili is attached, and it functions as a locomotor organ. Pili can also help certain bacteria to attach themselves to the host cells. They do not contain any cell organelle as in animal or plant cell except for ribosomes. Ribosomes are the sites of protein synthesis. In addition to this DNA, they have an extracurricular DNA called plasmid. These plasmids make some strains of bacteria resistant to antibiotics. Classification of bacteria. You see the classification of bacteria. Bacteria can be classified into various categories based on their features and characteristics. The classification of bacteria is mainly based on the following things. One is the shape, and second one is the composition of the cell wall, and third one is made up of respiration, of respiration and mode of nutrition, and the classification of bacteria based on shape. You see the types of classification. Bacillus, one type of bacteria is there. It is look like a rod shaped Bacillus. Example: Escherichia coli, and Spirilla or spirochete. This is looks like a spiral. Spirillum valentan is an example, and coccus, spear shape, and streptococcus pneumonia is the best example, and vibrio. These bacteria is comma shaped. It example is vibrio cholerae. And classification of bacteria based on the composition of the cell wall. The composition of the cell wall: peptoglycan cell wall, and gram-positive bacteria, and hypopolysaccharide cell wall, and gram-negative bacteria. As per the classification of bacteria is composition of the cell wall. The classification of bacteria based on the mode of nutrition. For examples, autotrophic bacteria, and cyanobacteria, and heterotrophic bacteria. These are all four types of bacteria divided into as per the nutrition. Then classification of bacteria based on the mode of respiration. You see the mode of respiration, these are four types actually. One is the anaerobic bacteria, and actinomyces, and aerobic bacteria, and mycobacterium. These four types are types of bacteria divided into as per respiration. The reproduction in bacteria. You see the reproduction of bacteria is bacteria follow an asexual mode of reproduction called binary fusion. A single bacterium divides into two daughter cells, that is called as binary fusion. These are identical to the parent cell as well as to each other. Replication of DNA within parent bacterium marks the beginning of the fusion. Eventually, cell elongates to the form two daughter cells. The rate and timing of reproduction depends upon the condition like temperature and availability of nutrition. When there is a favorable condition, Escherichia coli produces about 2 million bacteria every 7 hours. Bacterial reproduction is strictly asexual, but it can undergo sexual reproduction in very rare cases. Genetic recombination in bacteria has the potential to occur through conjugation and transformation or transduction. You see useful bacteria. Useful bacteria, before that you see the diagram of binary fusion of bacteria. The parent cell is there, endospore, and it is divided into two daughter cells. The total structure of exosporium and spore coat and cortex and core wall, plasma membrane. You see, and endospore also, the how new bacterium produces from mother cell or parent cell. Now we are going to discuss about useful bacteria. Useful bacteria. Why? Not all bacteria are harmful to humans. There are some bacteria is there which are beneficial in different ways. Listed below are few benefited bacteria you see. One is the convert milk into curd. మనం ఇంట్లో తీసుకున్నట్టయితే మిల్క్ అనేటటువంటిది సాధారణంగా కర్డ్గా కన్వర్ట్ కావడానికి లాక్టోబాసిల్లస్ ఆర్ లాక్టో అసిడిక్ బ్యాక్టీరియా మెయిన్ కారణం అవుతుంది అనమాట. ద నెక్స్ట్ ఫెర్మెంట్ ఫుడ్ ప్రొడక్ట్స్. స్ట్రెప్టోకోకస్ అండ్ బాసిల్లస్ బ్యాక్టీరియాస్ ఏవైతే ఉంటాయో ఫెర్మెంటేషన్లో యూజ్ అవుతున్నాయి అన్నమాట. బ్రెడ్ ప్రిపరేషన్ ఆఫ్ బ్రెడ్లో ఇట్లాంటి వాటిల్లో ఫెర్మెంట్ చేయడానికి యూజ్ అవుతాయి. దెన్ హెల్ప్ ఇన్ డైజెషన్ అండ్ ఇంప్రూవింగ్ ద బాడీస్ ఇమ్యూనిటీ సిస్టమ్. Example actinobacteria and bacteroidetes and firmicutes and proteobacteria. These are all help in digestion and improving the body immunity. The production of antibiotics, which is used in the treatment and prevention of bacterial infections. This is soil bacteria, and you see another side is harmfulness is there, that is harmful bacteria. There are bacteria that can cause a multitude of illnesses. They are responsible for many of the infections, diseases like pneumonia and tuberculosis, diphtheria, and syphilis. Tooth decay also caused with bacteria. Their effects can be rectified by uh, talking antibiotics and prescribed uh, medication. However, precautions is much more effective. Most of these disease causing bacteria can be eliminated by sterilizing or disinfecting exposed surfaces, instruments, tools, and other utilities. These methods include application of hot disinfections and UV radiations and pasteurization, etc. This is the bacterial total structure. What we are studied in this one is the bacteria. What is bacteria and what is the definition of bacteria and structure of bacteria and classification of bacteria as per nutrition, as per cell wall, as per reproduction and reproduction. Types of reproduction is there. Asexual and sexual reproduction takes place in bacteria. Asexual reproduction done by binary fusion, already you studied, and also we are discussed about useful bacteria and harmful bacteria in this topic. And you see the diagram of and structure of bacteria, and the last one is the this the sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction, how it take place in bacteria. You see the diagram and understand the how they reproduce the daughter cells from parent cells. This is the bacterial general characters actually. You see, for example, the if you see the bacteria, uh, if you morphology, you see the morphology of bacteria. Micrococcus bacteria is there, diplococcus and one minute, wait. Yeah, types of classification. You see the types of classification. Micrococcus is there, Diplococcus and Streptococcus and Tetracoccus and Staphylococcus and Sarcina coccus bacteria is there. What is Micrococcus? The single spherical bacteria, it is called as Micrococcus, and Diplococcus means bacteria in pairs, and streptococcus means bacteria arranged in chain like structure, that is called as streptococcus, and tetracoccus means arrangement of four bacteria opposite to each other, and staphylococcus, several bacteria are arranged irregular forming a bunch, that is called as staphylococcus, and coccus bacteria means bacteria arranged in rectangular frames. You see, arrangement of bacilla do not show much diversity. They exhibit four morphological main types. One is the diplobacillus in pair of two bacilli. It is called as diplobacillus. And streptobacillus, bacilla arranged in long chains, that is called as streptobacillus, and trichomes, very long chain spread in an extensive area, it is called as trichomes. Polysaid type, arranged straightly in a palisade manner, that is called as palisade type. What is a bacteria exhibit motility as the motility as they possess a flagella on their body also. However, not all bacteria possesses the flagella. Bacteria are classified based on the position and number of flagella. Uh, Etricus, which bacteria doesn't have flagella. No flagella, it is called as Etricus. And monotrichus bacteria, which bacteria having single flagellum at polar end, it is called as monotrichus. And leptotrichus means more than one flagella at one polar end, it is called as leptotrichus. And another one is amphitrichus, one or more than one flagellum at both polar ends, it is called as amphitrichus. And uh, Pterytrichus, multiple flagella around the bacteria cell. It is called as Pterytrichus. Bacteria, bacteria staining, all these things takes place. Mm, the you see the bacteria nutrition, and already we studied how they are taking nutrients and energy are the two basic requirements for the growth and reproduction of microorganisms. Nutrition provides energy and precautions for growth of microbes. Beside energy, the organism also require a source of carbon, nitrogen and sulfur, phosphorus, oxygen and other metal ions. Metabolism can be divided into energy generating catabolic process and energy consuming or biosynthetic pathway called anabolism. You see the heterotrophs and photoheterotrophs and chemoheterotrophs. These are three types of bacteria intake of nutrition. Heterotrophs means heterotrophs cannot utilize CO2 as the source of carbon. Instead, they utilize glucose or amino acids. Depending on the source of energy, bacteria are further divided into photoheterotrophs or chemoheterotrophs, or this is called as isotrophs also. Photoheterotrophs means the bacteria utilize light as a source of energy and take carbon and hydrogen from organic material in synthesizing their food. These bacteria have chlorophyll and A and B in their cells. Example, Rhodospirillum. See, chemoheterotrophs means chemoheterotrophs bacteria obtain both carbon and energy from a organic source, and they are recognized into three groups. So one is the parasites, and another one is the saprophytes and symbionts. What is parasites? Parasites bacteria obtain their nutrition from a living host. Some of them may cause harm to the host, while other may not induce pathological condition. The bacteria that cause serious disease and cause harm to the host are referred as pathogens. What is saprophytes? Saprophytic bacteria grow on rotting organic substance. They degrade organic material into simple form by secreting enzymes. These secreted enzymes act up on the organic material and degrade in the presence of oxygen by giving a full odor due to the release of certain gases. If the degradation of carbohydrates takes place in the absence of oxygen, it is known as fermentation. While degradation of protein is called the uh, putrefaction. Symbionts. What is symbionts? Some bacteria is live symbiotically is association with the plants or animals. They derive mutual benefit from each other. The bacteria living in the digestive tract of animals secrete enzymes that help in digesting cellulose, while it is receives the food required for its growth from the animal. Similarly, in plants, legume root nodules harbor rhizobium and species which help plants in procuring nitrogen fertilizer through atmospheric nitrogen fixation. The symbionts are further recognized as eco-symbionts and endo-symbionts. Okay, and autotrophs. Autotrophs, these bacteria utilize the CO2 from the atmosphere as source of carbon and H2, H2S, and NH3 as a source of hydrogen in synthesizing food for their growth. These are two types: photoautotrophs and chemoautotrophs. These bacteria utilize light energy and like H2 and CO2 from the atmosphere and synthesizing food for growth. They do not release O2 as they do not utilize water. The sulfur bacteria take hydrogen from sulfides and okay, sulfides and thiosulfides. Example Chlorobacteriaceae. And chemoautotrophs means bacteria of this type of derive energy while oxidizing inorganic compounds such as ferrous, ammonia, and nitrates and nutrients. The bacteria are named after the type of inorganic compound they utilize. Example sulfur bacteria and iron bacteria and nitrifying bacteria, hydrogen bacteria. These are all chemoautotrophs. For example, already we studied about reproduction of bacteria. Bacteria reproduce asexually as well as sexually. Asexual reproduction takes place by fission and endospores and cysts and mixospores and buds and conidia. Already we discussed what is binary fusion. Okay. And also bacteria sexual reproduction takes place by transformation. This is important in this transformation and conjugation and sexduction and transduction. These are all bacterial reproduction types. Okay, thank you. We'll discuss later about this.